Hello, students. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about management of change, or you can call it as change management. So, what is change? Change is an inevitable factor in our life. Everything undergoes a change. Whether we like that change or we don't like that change, we have to adapt yourself or adjust ourselves with that change. Okay, so it may be our personal life, it may be our professional life, but here in this topic, we are going to see uh, change in organizational or business organizations. Okay, so what changes take place in organizations, and why individuals or employees resist those changes, why they look at it in a negative manner, and how to overcome that resistance. That is what we are going to cover in this topic of management of change or change management. So before that, what is change? Change is something which is going to continuously, as I said, it's an inevitable part. It's everything is going to change. As I said, that customers demand is going to change, the fashion is going to change, the market size undergoes change, the technology undergoes the change, then the laws and regulations, rules made by government, they keep on changing. So everything undergoes a change, both in internal as well as external environments. So students, the organization has to survive in two types of environment. That which you have learned it in organizational environment in your last year. That means in third year modern management practices, you have learned a separate topic called organizational environment. In that, you have learned about SWOT analysis, the factors of internal and external environment, right? So in internal environment also, the factors are controllable, you can control it, but the factors of external environment, like international environment, regulatory environment, market, customers, suppliers environment, these factors are uncontrollable. Technological environment. Okay, so anything happens in the external environment, you have to accept the change. Okay, because as I said, that external environment is uncontrollable. Okay, now only the thing which is in your hand as human being is that to accept the change and adapt yourself with that change, and make yourself comfortable in that change. That is, in short, we can say that you have to convince yourself that why this change was unnecessary, and you just accept it. Okay, and as I said, that environment is organization is surrounded by environment. Environmental forces create such type of events and conditions, that so many things happen in the environment which are uncontrollable. Okay, so these forces are varied and wide. They are dynamic and bring about evolutionary as well as revolutionary changes in the nature of environment. Okay, and an enterprise or an organization has to interact with external environment. And these external forces are so powerful that a business organization is influenced greatly by these changes in those forces, and therefore the organization has to adapt itself and change itself to suit the changing situation. So human beings are familiar with the change, they are quite adaptive, but in case of organization, they often resist the change, they oppose the change. And any change, students, it's being looked at, every change is being looked in a negative manner, right? And if anything changes, for example, climatic changes also, when there's a winter season, after winter there's a summer season. Okay, so after summer there's rainy season. So people say that, oh god, winter was better when you go into summer season, isn't it? When you're in summer season, again they say, oh god, now it's rainy season, now 4 months it will be continuously heavily raining. This changed environment is too difficult to adapt, isn't it? So this happens, change is always negatively viewed. Nobody likes the change, but the fact is that you have to accept the change. Okay, so this is change in short. Now, what is the need for change? That means why these changes are required. Now, the first factor in that is the technological development. And now the international market is nowadays called as a global village. Automation, so many technological advancements are taking place all over the world. And computer operated and controlled production is spreading all over the world. Internet has changed the lives. The customers expectations about convenience, speed, price and service about the product and services being changed. It is spreading information and service to all the places. And competition in the market is so cutthroat that it is forcing the businessmen to go to customers with new and best way which they can offer. And e-business revolution is taking place. E-CRM is taking place, which you have learned it during last year. So these developments take place not only in machines and hardwares but also in human beings who are continuously upgraded. So technological developments have made it necessary to make necessary changes in your organization. So in this is the part which we are learning about need for change, why these changes are required in organization. So first point is over. Second one is globalization. The world is by large and moving towards globalization. Developed countries are bringing innovative products in the market, and competition, as I said, is increasing. International market, it has turned into global village. Multinational transnational companies are growing in their number and strength. Large companies are getting quick access to global customers and partners, right? So globalization has made it necessary for the organization to make changes in their own organization in respect of product, services, production process, right? In case of the requirement of their human resource, the training required for their human resource, everything. So because of globalization, the things have changed in a very different and a revolutionary way. Okay, then third point is diversity in workforce. Of course, now world has come closer. People now it's your country's boundaries are open for all the countries. People are not only working in their own domestic markets or in their own country, but they are traveling to other countries, working in multinational, transnational companies, and companies are getting workforce belonging to diverse regions, languages, countries, and cultures. So at a time you have to deal with variety of people, and this factor is changing the nature of personnel manager, and therefore it is likely to make changes in your HR policies also, because the workforce is so very diverse. You have to work with people from different citizens cities, different countries, different languages, different cultures. So people come from varied culture, so you have to deal with them. You have to see to it that your organizational objectives are achieved with by working with them. You have to motivate them, you have to prove as a good leader. So because of this diversity in workforce, you have to make changes in your personal policies and your HR policies. So that becomes a necessity. And the last one is managing and working legally, responsibly, and ethically. So people are expecting organization to follow all sorts of laws, rules relating to variety of matters. Media and people are becoming more aware about protecting the environment, preventing the malpractices, unfair labor practices. Now society is expecting the companies to form their own ethical codes of conduct, and these forces are creating the need for many changes in the organizational working. So if you want to work very legally, responsibly, and ethically, you have to make changes in the organizational rules, laws, regulations, and because the society is expecting much more from you. So this also is one of the factor which because of which you have to make changes in your organization. So in today's market is becoming highly competitive and global. In modern age, individuals and organizations in developed countries are required to learn something new every day, otherwise they'll be facing decline. Then people are required to strive for quality, innovation, value, and excellence in management practices. And therefore managers are required to look at the changes as an integral responsibility. Hierarchical organizations are slowly becoming outdated, and horizontal, decentralized organizations are more becoming popular, or they are taking the places. They are being replaced by the hierarchical organizations. Then New methods of work and management involving the participation and flexibility are more becoming useful and popular. Developing countries like India is not far away from the situation, and therefore these changes have to be brought into your organization. Change has become essential for your survival, otherwise your survival would be in danger. Changes are leading new ideas, technology and innovation, okay, and improvement, and therefore it is becoming an integral part of organization. To recognize the need for change and learn to manage the process effectively, and see to it that your organizational people accept the change the way it is being brought into your organization. So it's your duty as a management to see to it that the change is being made in the organization, and you have all sort of managerial um, power to make your employees accept the change, so that convincing ability you are required to have. Okay, so this is what is need for change, why need it was required for change. So these were the points which we are going to cover in this we covered in this lecture. In next lecture we'll see what is resistance for change and what are the remedies of change. Okay, so with this we'll end with today's lecture. Thank you.